All right. It's been around 2 weeks since I stopped having sugar, rice, bread, and well, first let me give you the bad news. I don't think I'll be continuing this. I thought I would do it for 3 months, and I'll tell you explicitly why. It's not only hard. The problem is where I stay here in Samui, there is hardly anything to eat. In the sense that food that I can eat. The market, they got COVID, so they stopped selling fish and other items. And the only place where I can get food that I can eat was chicken. And most of the shops are closed and only one shop was open. And so I was limited to having just chicken and salad, you know. And there's only so much you can eat before you go like crazy. And most of the time I was hungry, would eat something or another. But it's proving to be hard. So the first thing I want to put it out there is I've already yesterday went and purchased, my favorite rice with fish. So at least I can eat that as a variety. I purchased some, fish snacks which you get here in Thailand. So, and yes, chocolates I did buy, but I've not started hogging on them. I've just left them there. I will slowly introduce rice and fish slowly. But I'll share with you the important part is what are the lessons that I've learned. Okay? Hey lizard, see this? See this guy? Hey. Okay. So I'll share with you the lessons that I've learned. The first thing is after not having sugar for nearly 2 weeks, oh man, you get a bad headache. Oh, you get a really bad headache. I mean, you get grumpy, you get moody, you get all kinds of funny withdrawal symptoms are there. Okay? And the headaches or the energy fluctuation is very real. That's number one. The second thing which I discovered was fruits actually taste a lot more sweeter. After you stop sugar. It's so surprising. It's like, what the hell happened? Like, before I would eat watermelon and it would just taste like watery, cold, slight sugar was there. But now when I eat any watermelon, it is too sweet, So that gives you an indication that your threshold to have sugar just goes high as you have, processed sugar. So I think the one thing which I would consciously do is eliminate sugar from other areas. But obviously, I like chocolate, so I'll be eating that. I think over there I need to be careful how much chocolate I eat per day. Because sometimes you can snack on a chocolate as if it's food, So I need to portion size it and say, okay, I'll eat every day only this much. That will be a challenge. That is one thing which I'm thinking of doing. The other thing is, there is this tendency to eat food that can go in easily, especially when you watch movies or if you're doing something. So, I'll give you an example. When I was eating rice and fish, because rice is small, small grains, and it's smooth, it's umami, soft. You can just keep eating rice and chuck it down with water or liquid, or just keep eating and put some gravy and keep eating. So, you can just keep filling yourself. But when you switch over to lettuce, vegetables with let's say any protein, you tend to fill up faster, and there's only so much you can eat. And I think when you have plenty of salads, it fills your stomach faster. The only caveat to this is you'll feel hungry again, but that's better than, I think, filling yourself with just rice and fish and rice or bread or whatever. I eliminated bread from my diet for these 2 weeks just to see how would I feel. I would say that if you substitute bread for something else, it's always better. But then obviously the other side is there. You can't eat, maybe a peanut butter sandwich and all that. Then the other thing which I learned was, the weight that you have. Initially, you remember, I told you I lost 3 kilos, 2.8 or whatever. But then subsequently the weight came back. And, I was like, okay, looking at it, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Like today, it's at 80 kilos. It was at 81, then it stayed at 81, then came down to 80.9, 80.6, then went back to 81. And so it keeps going up and down. And now it's at 80. What I've realized here is, if you want to lose weight, with regards to changing your lifestyle, not just diet, you have to, I think, check your weight over the period of almost every day, yes, but after, let's say, a month, and see, is there a sizable change? If there's a sizable change, means you're doing the right thing. Like, let's say 2 or 3 kilos or 2 kilos per month. That'll be reasonable. Or 1 kilo a month, and you keep it down. It does not go back up. I also realized that food eating is, I think we eat out of a habit. We want to just keep munching something or another. I think there I feel that we need to substitute our favorite snack for something else, like strips of carrot, strips of cucumber. Just have something else. There should be salad in almost everything that you eat. I think that is also very paramount. One important thing which I feel we don't do, maybe we need to do, is plan out our meals. Unless we are doing some competition or we are taking part in a sporting event, I doubt any one of us plans our meals. We just keep, eating is just like, okay, just eat anything. One important thing which I wanted to share. This was a surprise. After I stopped buying food from outside, obviously I was forced to eat everything that was in the house. The amount of stuff that was in the house was shocking. I mean, just for example, frozen pieces of fish, fresh fish, frozen pieces of meat, lamb. It was just staying stored in the freezer, and I didn't think about it. My wife maybe didn't count. And every day I was just getting one. I was like, when does this end? So I was like, oh sheesh, man, the amount of food that we have. And finally the freezer is empty now. So that was a big revelation. And I think when shopping, you need to plan out. These things may be inconvenient, but you need to plan it out. What you're going to eat, how much you're going to eat. And I think we need to get away from the scarcity mindset. Where, for example, if I were to go and buy a chocolate, I did this mistake again yesterday after trying to break my fast. Instead of buying one of my favorite fish, dried fish sticks, I said, who wants to come here 10 times? So I ended up buying like 20, 30 packets, and I kept it in the house. You could just say it was an impulse habit or whatever. But then after I came home, I was just thinking, oh sheesh, man, ended up doing the same thing again, So I guess one of the reasons why we purchase in bulk is because we don't want to keep going shopping. At least men do. Yeah. So do I have anything else? Yeah, another habit which I started to do was, I got up in the morning, the first thing I would check my weight. And I think this kind of kept me conscious about, oh yes, I need to lose weight. And sleeping was also a little difficult because sometimes the stomach keeps growling. So what I has to do while sleeping, if I would get up and feel hungry, I would just eat like there were pieces of fried chicken which are there. So just heat that in a microwave, eat it with salad, or have with that have fresh fruit, so that would fill up my stomach. Yeah. And yeah, one important thing which I did was every time after exercise I would have fresh fruit juice. So overall, what do I feel after doing this for 2.5 weeks or whatever? I think I need to adopt certain key strategies of portion control. It's more like you can eat everything, but just be mindful. I think mindful eating is very important. The second thing is sugar. Oh, that should be eliminated. That has to be eliminated. I think I've made up my mind. With coffee, tea, I'll not take sugar at all. Chocolates, yes, I love to eat. Soft drinks, I think I'm going to eliminate completely from permanently. It's iced tea is a bit of a challenge. I like lemony iced tea, so that will be a challenge because that is a sugary drink, and let's see how that goes. Food items, I think I will force myself to eat just one. Sometimes when you're watching a nice movie, you tend to eat more than one. I think I'll stop at one. I need to really remind myself, and then substitute if I still feel hungry. Lots more fruits and vegetables along with that, fresh. That helps. Then yes, I would take my weight every day. I would check it every day. And I think you should be mindful that once you weigh yourself every day, you should target, okay, I need to bring this down a little bit. So when you have that mindset, you keep focusing on that. Yeah, apart from that, eat everything, but eat in moderation. That's what I feel. But yeah, it's I think the biggest surprise for me was when I stopped sugar. Literally everything tasted sweet, man. Oh, that was in fact, crisps, chips that we eat. I was shocked that even that is tasting sweet. Normally when you eat a crisp, it's salty, right? Or chips or something, it's salty. What baffled me was, how the hell is this tasting sweet? You can actually feel a little bit of sweetness, So that tends to show how you need to eliminate this. I will try to avoid bread as much as possible. Rice, small portions, not more. But yeah, that's about it. So overall, this has been my experience. Why I wanted to tell you that I'm stopping the diet thing is because I don't want to mislead anyone. But yeah, I will still keep an eye on my weight and target to bring it down. That's my goal. I have to bring it down. So let's see. I'm right now at 80. I started off at 80, 82. 2 weeks up and down. It's come back to 80. Okay, so let's see. The next goal would be bring it down to 79 and leave it there. All right, so any questions, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to give your opinion, criticisms. Even I'm learning. All right, you guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.